We have another update from Travis Branham on a reported favorite for Bo Ogden as he heads into his final visit. That being, I don't know, are we still Longhorns, Riley? We got to figure that out.
In my heart, I am. I'm intrigued by this Texas team, but there's something. If you don't have like the pseudo inefficient bucket getting guard and or wing a la Dylan Dessou, a la Trey Johnson, who actually was pretty efficient. I need to see a little something before I buy in. I guess Tremont Mark fits that billing, but yeah, Tremont's got to prove me something before I hop back fully on the bandwagon.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting, I think, to see what that team looks like under Sean Miller. And also, let's never ever forget, right? The streets won't forget Dylan Dessou. There might be some that do, but these two right here, as we speak, and as long as we have mics and a Zoom premium account that gives us unlimited abilities, we will sing the praises of Dylan Dessou. Just want to let it be known. Honestly, where is he nowadays? Need to get his jersey. But let me refocus on this one. This one is about Bo Ogden. Now, Bo Ogden is one of the better shooters in this class, and there's been a lot of twists and turns, I guess you would say. Now, I'm not saying this is like a Tyron Stokes level thing here, but what I'm saying is that you had Purdue kind of in a spot where they felt pretty good about getting a guy like him, right? And you also had Tennessee that was also kind of in the same box there as far as feeling good about getting a guy like Bo Ogden. Now I believe he is a Texas kid, and kind of where he's from. So he is from Texas, but his final visit is to his father's Longhorn. So Chris Ogden is his dad, and that is Sean Miller's general manager. Sean Miller, you dog, you. Good work, good
Well,
man.
crazy thing about Ogden, he was the head coach at UT Arlington for a
Oh
bit,
yeah,
and
oh
then
shit, yeah, he was.
he left that post to be on staff with Chris Beard. Because remember, Beard was pulling these various head coaches to leave their jobs. He got the UTEP guy whose name is escaping me to be his associate head coaches. And it's good for Ogden I mean, he's weathered the storm through two coaching changes now and still on staff there. Seems like he's thriving. But yeah, this to me is one of those recruitments where like, what is this official visit going to consist of? Oh,
Yeah,
what's up, pops?
hey Dad, like he's probably taking 50 unofficial visits. He probably just attends practice at like every single day. So it doesn't not really sure what exactly this visit is going to consist of. I guess I do want to ask this though, Riley, because I haven't been on a video with you about Bo. What do you think about his game?
Dion, how's your job going?
Beginning of the school year, everything's like a little up and down. One of the biggest issues we've had is we can't find any uniforms for our girls' sports teams.
Mm, that's a difficult thing to find a solution for. I know damn well all about that because I got a daughter that just turned 2. She's into sports and she's already outgrowing every little piece of sports apparel she had. Thankfully, I know Clara Kate Creations. Clara Kate Creations was started by a former high school teacher who quit because it wasn't cost effective to send new twins and a 2-year-old to daycare. She found it easier to make girls' sports apparel than finding it to buy. And I am so thankful that she exists because if we have an old shirt of Murph's that she's outgrown, we can send it in and she takes that piece of apparel that means something and upcycles it into an outfit that Murphy can now wear as she grows up. She makes great stuff. It's honestly kind of like your fullback's wife, Kyle Juszczyk. Is that how you say it? She does that. But honestly, I think Clara Kate's coming for Mrs. Juszczyk's job.
I love that. I'm a big Juice guy, love his wife, love Claire Kate even more than both of them, though.
You can send in your own custom ideas and she will come up with a design. She's just the best. Look up Clara Kate Creations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and more.
I mean, he's a sniper. I think that's like the biggest takeaway. He shot 46% on over 7 3-point attempts per game on the 3 SSB circuit. Really good rebounder, great positional size. Talked to a coach who's really familiar with his game. And one of the things he emphasized too, he said aggressive, very aggressive. And just getting that, like that quote to me is like, oh, okay, I need to pay attention that this is more than just your 3-point shooting wing who's a specialist. Like there might be a little something more here than just someone you're going to run off of screens or who's going to take step in threes or pull up from three in transition and be that play finisher type. Like you have potential for a more well-rounded game here. And yeah, I mean, I think he'd be a great fit for Purdue. I think he fits really nicely with what Sean Miller has done in terms of his offensive evolution since taking the Xavier job. But yeah, like he's one of those types of players that you can just plug and play because he plays really hard, he rebounds, and he knocks down threes at a high clip.
Right. If you're able to hit shots, have good positional size, and you are aggressive, like you said, I think there is a role for a player like that. And, Brandon brought it up, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense to me. I think, like, shout out to Bo, he did like he gave other schools a chance, right? He's a Texas kid. You thought that he'd stay in the area. He's like, you know what? I think Brandon put it as I'm gonna do my due diligence here, and I'm gonna check out these other schools. I'm gonna check out Purdue. I'm gonna check out everything else. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a Texas kid. My dad obviously is a part of that staff. And to the point about Bo Ogden's game, I think you hit the nail on the head, Riley, with how he plays. And I have a player comp for him, and I want to know how you feel about it. And oh, God, I always get his name mixed up because I know he had a brother, or had a brother, but um, was it O'Connell that played for Duke and Creighton?
Yeah, Alex O'Connell.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Alex O'Connell a little bit. Now, I think O'Connell might have been a better athlete, but
Hmm.
I think Bo Ogden might be a better shooter in that regard. But
I
O'Connell
kind of
couldn't
forgot.
really.
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
no, I was gonna say O'Connell ended up transferring to Creighton, played pretty well at Creighton. Did have some moments with Duke randomly, classically, because that's what happens with the Brotherhood. Like that one O'Connell game happened. But yeah, just like I think a good size, can shoot the basketball, and like underrated athlete. So I kind of got that comp for him.
Yeah, I like that comp. I honestly kind of forgot O'Connell had some sneaky bounce to him and was more than just a shooter. I would say if O'Connell edges Ogden in the athleticism, Ogden has better size. I think he is already like kind of built closer to the build of a D1 player right now than O'Connell would have been at a similar developmental stage. So that's where I think he can compensate for it a little bit, and even with the doggedness on the glass should get him on the floor. But yeah, it's these types of wings. They're not always the flashiest or the most exciting ads you can get because it seems like there's sort of a lot of guys who fit a similar billing or a similar archetype. But it's the type of dude who if you could hold on to him for 3 4 years, it should pay dividends. And something tells me that unless he just can't crack the rotation at all, as long as his dad is there as the GM, which don't really see that changing for his college career because you think Sean Miller's there for at least 3 or 4 years. I don't think Sean Miller's trying to look for another job or anything. That'd be a really good long-term piece if Texas can close the deal here.
Yeah, I definitely think they should. And honestly, it'd be a loss for Texas at this point if they do not get him. But we will stay intact, or we will stay up to date with Bo Ogden and his visits. Obviously, his last visit will be to Texas officially. I wonder if he'll talk to his pops while he's there or not. But we will see what happens after he takes his final visit. And once we have an update, we will have that here on the channel.